Hi everyone, it's Nene, Foxy Mama 365, and we're back again with the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 11, Episode 18, and it's called Model Bride. Eva is getting married. Woohoo! So we come back into Swag Boutique with Nene talking with Shamari, and they're having a tete-a-tete, and Shamari is apologizing to Nene for throwing up all over her bathroom, and Nene's like, no worries girl, the maid came in the next day and cleaned it all up. And then Nene starts talking. Shamari is hoping that she didn't end the party or ruin the party by leaving early. She literally was dragged out. But anyway, she's like, oh, I hope I didn't ruin the party by leaving too early. And Nene's like, oh no, after that, this is what happened. So Nene's kind of giving her side of the story. And once again, we see Nene boiling down on her actions and saying, wow, the girls actually disrespected her home and she was having none of that. And she just really is over everything, that she's going through a lot. So Shamari is like, she's sorry, she understands, and she's kind enough to bring her a bottle of Saint Germain, since she had literally finished all of Nene's Saint Germain before she left. So yeah, so Shamari is talking and she's trying to like boost Nene up and say not to worry about the party and they'll probably get over it. So moving on, Eva is getting ready for her wedding. So she has all the bridesmaids. They are not in her house. They moved somewhere else where she can contain everybody. They're doing hair, makeup, wig and everything, and she gives her mom a really nice hanky that is handmade, and it says a lot of love, and she's her daughter forever and they'll be friends forever. So good for them. Moving, oh yeah, there's one thing I said I wanted to talk about Nene not apologizing. But Nene says Nene doesn't never feel she needs to apologize, but she always expects other people to apologize. Remember when Havana came over to Nene's Swag Boutique and she was like, oh, maybe you should just apologize to the girls. And also she was also trying to get Portia to apologize when that whole Candy shit drama went on. And I'm like, Nene, you always want everybody else to apologize, but you never ever apologize for your own deeds. So nah, Nene. So moving on. So Nene is not sure if she's going to go, but she's thinking she might go with Shamari. And since Gregg is not really up to going, he's back home, thank gosh. And Shamari is like, oh, we could go together because Ron is not going to be around. And Nene's like, okay, cool, we'll go together. So moving on, we see Candy is getting ready as well. Candy looks beautiful. Todd is handsome. And they're getting ready and she's showing her side boobs. Apparently, Eva said she didn't want to see any knees. But so Candy's like, okay, no knees, but at least I can give you some sexy from my side boobs. Is that okay? And then she goes on to say that each plate at Eva's wedding was $1,000. No, I don't think that was the case. I think what Eva was saying was $1,000 overhead for everything. In other words, I think she had about 300 people, and if you split that, and she paid about $300,000 for the whole event, that might include her wedding dresses, the 3 wedding gowns, the food, the decoration, the flowers, the event planners, and whoever else, and every other thing that came in. So that will come down to $1,000. So Todd is like, well, maybe the food had better be good. And Todd is like, well, for a little money of about $23, we could have hit you up with good food. All the way from, what's that? Todd, whatever. Anyway, so Todd is like, we could have done that food from his mama's place, whatever it's called. So we see Mike and Cynthia show up at Candy's place, and they're probably going to ride together. Cynthia looks amazing. That's one thing you can never take from Cynthia. Cynthia is statuesque. She is beautiful in her gown. She looks really good. So they're riding together, and then Candy starts to download Cynthia again about what had happened afterwards. Because apparently when she spoke with Marlo and Portia, Marlo went back and gave Nene all the tea. But apparently Marlo didn't give her the tea the same way Portia and Candy had said it, and Nene called her and was a little upset and was like, why were you guys talking and what were you guys saying and all of that. So Candy's like hoping that drama is just gonna end, and the wedding, definitely Eva's wedding is definitely not the place for that drama. We'll see. So Eva, her bridesmaids are all arriving and the place looks absolutely beautiful and champagne is flowing. Guys, I don't know why people think it is. A marriage is a long time thing. It's not a short sprint, right? So a lot of people cough out a lot of money and feel we have to spend so much money at the wedding, no, it's a marriage, and I don't think people should, break the bank for the wedding. Like, looking at Eva's wedding, it was absolutely, absolutely beautiful. But I can easily say where she could have cut some money. She could have cut here and there. 1,000, like, she didn't need 3 dresses. Let's start with that. She needed a beautiful gown and then one other gown that she could move freely about in and dance and enjoy. Look, it's just 24 hours, and after that, it's over. That's it. Why spend your life saving, or the money you could have invested in a house, some other thing, in stocks, in shares that will always yield you interest? Once people come and eat and drink, that's pretty much it. She could have cut down on the bar, maybe. Hopefully, Bravo might have chipped in to help here and there. But, I mean, I'm just saying, there are so many ways she could have cut down all those flowers. Maybe the wall for the photo, which they used, beautiful. But I think, all the flowers were unnecessary. She could also have skipped on, maybe not all that. I mean, you could have had some, not 3-course meal. I don't know, but I'm just like, I think we go too much, and then we end up seeing people going into debt over what? A wedding that people are not going to remember. I don't know. And then all the drapery and all of that. It was just an overkill. It was beautiful, don't get me wrong. But if you're a young couple and you don't have that kind of money, or you don't have that kind of support, like family throwing in here and there, then people should just, nah. Not for me, but to each their own. So they're going on, and Nene is not sure if she's going to show up, but Shamari ends up hitching a ride with Tanya, and Tanya is already like getting crunked in the car. So Heifer is going to be showing up drunk already. So we see Nene already in her feelings, and she's like, so they're doing the vows, and she's like, she's thinking back into her own wedding with Gregg, and and she's literally in tears, and Marlo is trying to comfort her. And they do the vows, and it's so beautiful, and they say and Eva is literally like unable to get her words out, but eventually she's able to do that. It was a beautiful wedding, all in all. Okay, then the girls are catching up after. Nene walks out almost immediately after the vows are said. She's like, getting emotional and remembering when Gregg was like, he's going to be there forever and ever. So I get that. It's kind of sad. But anyway, the girls are catching up, and Mike already knows that Marlo is looking for a man, and he has to have a good credit score. Oh no, Marlo, come on, girl. She's looking for someone that can give her a name and Marco's card or some credit card, and we're like, girl, Marlo, get over it. Shamari talks to Nene about Gregg, and she's like, she saw the stuff that was going on Twitter, and talking about Gregg's illness and being mean, and people responding and saying, when people are ill and they're going through it, sometimes they are mean and they don't really know that they're being mean. It's their way of dealing with it. And Marlo's like, not now. Well, anyways, Eva comes out, and literally about 3 or 4 people have to carry the dress. She can't move on her own with that gown. It's so heavy. But she's very happy that now she's got a ring on her finger, and she's talking with Candy and Portia. And I like to see Candy and Portia just in a calm and good place. And they're happy for her, they're happy for Eva and everything. And then Marlo comes right along. Now, before Marlo does come up, Candy fills Portia in and says, hey, it looks like Marlo has gone to rat on us and told Nene all kinds of stuff about what we said, but I don't think she delivered it properly. And Portia's like, oh no, here goes the drama. And really and truly, it wasn't Marlo's story to tell. She could have gone back and just said, hey, the girls and we spoke, and they were like just talking a little bit, but maybe you should hit them up, or probably in their own time, they will hit you up. Which was indeed what Portia said, that she was probably going to have a conversation, a one-on-one with Nene when she sees her. So Marlo is like, okay, let me just go and get Nene, and we can do everything together with everybody. And the girls are like, are they really ready for this? Is Eva's wedding really the place to be having this conversation? Marlo, girl, you just need to shut the heck up. So Nene is talking to Cynthia and telling Cynthia that apparently it's looking like she and Gregg might actually be going through a separation. And Cynthia is like, wait, you guys are already sleeping in separate bedrooms. Are you talking about living in separate homes? And that would be really sad, It would be sad because at this point I believe that Gregg needs the support system, and it won't look good. Nene keeps on saying, that Gregg makes her out to be like the mean person, but meanwhile he's actually the one that's the mean person. I totally get that. But the problem is the cameras are not shooting Gregg when he's being mean to you. All we see is you complaining on Facebook and Twitter and going off on him. So that's what we can go by. We don't have any footage with Gregg being mean to you. So people are going to tend to judge you poorly. So I think it's probably better if Nene stays off social media and, you know, just deals with her issues, you know, because at the end of the day, while she's trying to show people that, oh, Gregg is being mean, but she's coming off as actually the mean person, because it's like, oh, he's going through this life-threatening situation and you're not there for him. So anyway, Nene comes and the girls are talking to her and trying to explain, and she's like, I'm not here for this bullshit, you know. And of course, in true Nene fashion, she doubles down and is like, well, you girls were actually the ones that were disrespecting my home. You always go to other people's homes and disrespect it. And really and truly, she didn't want the cameras in because she felt her closet wasn't clean, or it wasn't as tidy as she would like it to see. But I think Nene is still reeling from, you know, having that cockroach incident last season where the cockroaches and all of that in her home, and she felt like her home was portrayed as being dirty when really it was just having bugs that, you know, in the South they do have bugs. So it is what it is, but get over it. So once again, Nene's like, just support me, you know, and the girls are like, ugh, just rally around me, yeah. Get a wing in my ass, yeah. So that's pretty much all she wants, and the girls are like, okay, you know what, we're over it. And then you see Nene also being mean to Portia and saying, then Nene, Portia, when you were doing your bullshit, I stood behind you. And while indeed Nene did kind of sometimes she did back Portia up, but I also remember there were times, like I remember at least one or two incidents when Nene did not back Portia up. I remember when they went to San Francisco and Nene started going in on Portia about what Portia had done to Candy, and it just didn't look good. I also remember Nene going in on Portia when Portia had a fight with Jamie at Phaedra's birthday party, and I was like, you didn't have her back then either, and you had actually asked for her to be kicked off the show. So no, Nene, I don't think you had Portia's back all the way, you know. So, but anyway, the girls are like over it, and they see that Nene is in a bad place. Let's just, you know. So they all rally around her and they're like hugging her, and I'm over it. Anyways, the girls go out, and of course here comes Miss Shamari. Shamari is fun to watch when she's, you know, had too much to drink. And she's just like, oh, Nene, and everybody's like, oh God, Shamari, not today. So Candy pulls Shamari to the side to try to give her some water. But Shamari is Shamari, and that's probably why we're going to like her. Anyways, thanks for watching. Be sure to catch me in the next show. I'm going to be doing Love and Hip Hop. Yeah, I'm going to be doing the Love and Hip Hop reunion show. So be sure to subscribe, be sure to like, be sure to share, and comment down below. Thanks for watching, guys.